Well, here we go. Week 10 wrap up. We'll start in Dusseldorf. Expansion Draken taking on the Wolfhounds of Dublin. Dublin gets the victory 23-20. It was close. Dusseldorf had the lead 10-7 after the first quarter. 17-13, Dublin takes the lead at halftime. And then they go on to win 23-20. They improved to 6-3, and Dusseldorf drops to 3-6. They get a touchdown here from Eric King to tight end Scott Orndorff with 42 seconds to go. Made it close, couldn't get the onside kick back, and Dublin runs out the clock. Cooper Rush, 17-22, 247, touchdown, 247 yards. Eric King, second week in a row, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 15-30, 230 yards. Tavon Thomas continues to fill in for the injured Abram Smith. He had a touchdown on 23 carries, 80 yards. On the other side, Jason Huntley continues to put together a good season, 19 of 86. No touchdowns, though. Samuel Brown Jr. with a touchdown in here. 65 yards on 4 catches. Josh Gordon, Justin Ross back in action after a couple weeks on the PUP. Isaiah Weston led all Dusseldorf receivers with 6 catches, 136 yards, and he scored a touchdown besides Orndorff. Barcelona went into New York, and New York wins 37-30. Both teams now 4-5. New York up 19-10 at halftime. Barcelona got close late, but it was New York's game. Kyle Trask to Rico Dowd, and they get the 2-point conversion with 46 seconds left to go in the game for the victory. Trask, 19 of 42, 403 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Jacob Eason, starting for the injured Blake Bortles, 18 of 34, 325 yards, 2 scores, 2 touchdowns. Myles Gaskin held to 65 yards on 15 carries. And Rico Dowdle taking over now that Sean Tucker's been traded to Tulsa. 22 carries, 74 yards, no touchdowns. Greg Dortch, 8 catches, 158 yards. Monterey Baldwin also with 118 yards. Both of them did score. Both teams now 4-5. Hartford went to London and they got them 38-17. London drops to 7-2. I believe that's 2 in a row or 2 out of the last 3. Hartford improves to 5-4, and all this was without Taylor Heineke. Brandon Silvers come in to lead the team, and they get the win 38-17. And Silvers, 16-28, 347 yards, 4 touchdowns. Trevor Simeon, 2 scores, 1 interception, 227 yards, 20 of 36. They just weren't. They did not play like London this week. Gus Edwards, 28 carries, 131 yards, 1 touchdown. He did fumble 1. Melvin Gordon, 12 carries, 55 yards. Xavier Gibson, 7 catches, 193 yards. He had a score. Ja'Cory Brooks, rookie, he had a score. Jonathan Adams Jr. had a touchdown catch, as did Peyton Henderson. After this game, Hartford does trade Jonathan Adams Jr. to Portland in exchange for Tristan Jackson and a second-round pick. Or Jonathan Adams Jr. and a second-round pick went to Portland for Tristan Jackson. So Tristan Jackson will be a member of the Hellions in Week 11. Birmingham went to Orlando. Sorry for the pause. Birmingham went to Orlando. Orlando wins 33-24. They're now 6-3. Birmingham 1-8. Birmingham did get on the board for first, and they were only trailing 20-17 at halftime. They traded touchdowns in the third quarter, but Orlando, 2 Harrison Mevis field goals. Both of them were rather short, but they get the victory 33-24. Carson Strong, 12 of 23, 220 yards, 3 scores, 1 touchdown. I don't think he's the answer. Desmond Ritter, 24-33, 357 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Isaiah Spiller, 15-40. He's not the answer either. Philip Lindsay, 20 carries, 84 yards. On the other side, Pro Wells, tight end, 7 catches, 166 yards and a score. Hunter Bryant continues to have a good season. He had a touchdown in here for the Gales. Columbus went to Memphis. They get the victory, 30-24. Bunch of road victories here this week. 23-10 at halftime, 30-10 after the third quarter. Memphis scores 2 late fourth quarter touchdowns to get close, but within 38 seconds they don't get the onside kick. Both of them, Hartman to Bryce Ford Wheaton. Hartman had a really good day, of course, 23 of 39, 3 touchdowns. He was picked off twice, though. Carson Wentz back in action, 3 touchdown passes, 339 yards. Columbus 6-3, Hartford or Memphis now 3-6. Zach Moss held in check, 19 carries, 39 yards. Donnell Pumphrey continues to run hard, 20 carries, 83 yards. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 8 catches, 150 yards, 3 touchdowns. He continues to shine for Columbus. What a signing there. Bryce Ford Wheaton, 2 fourth quarter touchdowns. Tight end Dallin Hawker with a touchdown catch as well. San Jose went to Toronto to take on the Tundra. They get the win, 45-36 in a battle of offenses. But San Jose was way out in front, and they give up 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. It was all San Jose. They're 6-3. Toronto drops to 5-4. That offense has been struggling lately. Chad Kelly, 40 of 30 of 63, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Jack Cohn, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 226 yards. Only completed 53% of his passes. Chad Kelly was the gunslinger of the bunch. Ronald Jones Jr., or the second, 107 yards on the ground, 18 carries. Levante Bellamy reached pay dirt. Jordan Howard, 19 carries, 68 yards, no scores. Nick Nash, 9 catches, 131 yards, 3 touchdowns. Cade Johnson for the Tundra, 10 catches, 109 yards, 1 touchdown. And Tyler Harrell went over the 100-yard mark. He had a touchdown catch as well. Bunch of prevent points in there for Toronto and stat-wise. Tulsa went to San Diego. This was exciting because I wanted to see if San Diego was, ready to take the next step and see what they were going to do this postseason. But Tulsa gets up on them 10-7 at halftime, 17-7 through the third quarter, and then 3 Cole Tracy field goals in the fourth quarter for Tulsa. Kind of stumbled, I'd like to see them score some touchdowns, but the Bandits are playing now. McCord, 16-25, 1 touchdown, no interceptions this week. Bailey Zappi, 1 touchdown. He did not look bad. They just didn't win. Sean Tucker looked real good, 155 yards. He was grinding it out on 23 carries. They did hold Cam Akers to 47 yards on 13 carries. Hayden Hurst continues to be a big weapon at tight end for the Bandits. 5 catches, 81 yards, no touchdowns. Andrew Armstrong, big target out of Baylor. 6 catches, 141 yards. He did have a score. He's tough to stop for the Bandits. For San Diego. Hawaii went to Portland, and they win a really meager 19-3, up 13-0 at halftime. Blair Walsh kicking field goals. All over the place. I think he had 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 4. Matt Barkley, 5 of 8, 82. He gets hurt. DeAndre Johnson come off the bench, 12 of 18, 1 touchdown, 178. Looking real good. DJ Ugalele, he's still in there. Deion Jackson, 16 carries, 58 yards. Brandon Weeden, I think he's due back in about 2 weeks. We'll see. They need him if they're going to turn it around. 2-7, it might be over. 9-1 for Hawaii. Courtney Davis has been tough to stop. 5 catches, 64 yards. Brashad Perryman, he's unstoppable. 4 catches, 99 yards. They just don't throw it to him enough. Take a look at San Antonio went to Salt Lake City. This was a big matchup, but remember Tyson Bagent not in there. San Antonio up 16-3 at halftime. They scored a third quarter touchdowns. Jaquan Hardy, Mason Tipton from Jamison Winston. And San Antonio rolls on with a 20-point victory. They're now 6-3. Salt Lake City drops to 8-2. Salt Lake City has a big schedule coming up. It's going to be tough the rest of the way. They're going to need Tyson Bagent. Shane Buechele gets hurt. Reed Sinnett, he played most of the game through 2 interceptions. He gets hurt. Michael Hires, the reserve squad quarterback, comes in, goes 3 for 5. He threw a touchdown pass. I think they were on the 1 yard line when he threw it, but he gets his first touchdown pass. Jaquan Hardy, 13 carries, 110 yards, 1 touchdown. George Halani, Boise State, he had a touchdown run. Leonard Fournette, 12 carries, 43 yards, 1 touchdown. Amazing the holes that open up when Bagent comes back. Mason Tipton, Ernest Crownover, each with touchdown catches. Scary Terry, 6 catches, 116 yards, 104 yards for James Washington. Jalen Coker had the touchdown in a losing effort. Sacramento went to Chicago. Chicago holds them off 42-38, improving to 4-5. Sacramento drops to 6-3. Big news in this game was A.J. McCarron gets hurt. He's going to miss the rest of the season, and he really had this team playing well. Landry Jones comes off the bench, 14-21, 3 touchdowns, 282 yards. If he continues to do that, they'll be okay. But Flacco, 5 touchdowns, 34-42, 468 yards. He had a great game. Dalvin Cook, 62 yards. He did score. Jaden Sheridan out of Monmouth scored as well. J-Rob does nothing in here. 12 carries, 29 yards, 1 touchdown. Antoine Wesley with 3 touchdown catches, 166 yards. Jake Weineke, 13 catches, 185 and a touchdown. Shedrick Jackson had a long touchdown catch. Vancouver went to St. Louis, and what a barn burner, 14-7. 7-7 at halftime. St. Louis gets a Kenyon Drake's second touchdown run, and that's all they needed. They improved to 4-5. Vancouver drops to 1-8. Tyree Jackson, 26 of 41 and a touchdown. Tyler Bray is coming back this week for St. Louis. Kenyon Drake, 101 yards, 23 carries, 2 touchdowns. Daniel Jackson led him with 6 catches. How about that? All right, Albuquerque went to Calgary, and they get the victory, 30-24. Albuquerque going into a bye this week. They're now 5-5. Calgary drops to 0-9. Calgary up 10-0 at after the first, and up 17-13 at halftime. Look like they might be able to pull a fast one here. Keyshawn Nixon with a 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown for the Arrows. But the Arrows come storming back in the second half, and they get a field goal here with 13 seconds. They were up 3 when they kicked it, but they opened up 6. Perkins did not have a bad game. He's starting to come around. Max Dugan still filling in for Mike White, 17-29, 1 touchdown. Bryce Perkins, 3 touchdown passes, 20 of 32. Donta Foreman, 107 yards on the ground, 1 touchdown, 19 carries. Raquel Armstead, 21 carries, 62 yards, no touchdowns. Tucker Kraft led the Arrows with 91 yards. And Jazz Ferguson, don't look now, but Jazz Ferguson heating up. 7 catches, 112 yards, 1 touchdown. Get him on your fantasy team because he's going to be hot the rest of the way. Let's take a look at our standings. So over in the Stars Conference, London's still on top. You got Orlando and Columbus and Dublin right there at 6-3. You got Hartford, Washington, Glasgow looking. they're all looking for that last playoff spot or two. Louisville, New York, Barcelona, Frankfurt, kind of on the outside looking in at this point. They would have to go on a big run. Hawaii on top. Salt Lake City, they got a tough. I mean, they they need Bajan back. That's what they need. But they got a tough schedule coming up. San Antonio 7-3. Then you got San Jose, Sacramento, San Diego. And then the last playoff spot, does it go to Toronto? Does it go to Albuquerque? Is St. Louis or Tulsa or Chicago going to make a late run here? Portland's probably out, and Calgary's definitely out. Let's take a look at your stat leaders. Trevor Siemian, 118. Desmond Ritter, A.J. McCarron, again, he's out for the season. Matt Barkley, Bailey Zappi, Brandon Whedon, at least one more week. Joe Flacco, all over 106. Yard leader right now, Sam Hartman, 106. Joe Flacco, Carson Wentz, all of them over 3,000 yards. C.J. Beathard, 26 touchdown passes. Simeon with 25. Hartman with 24. Who's throwing the most interceptions? Carson Wentz, 13. McCord and Strong each with 11. Bajan's throwing 11 picks as well. Completion percentage, Bailey Zappi at 65, as is Flacco. Your rushing leader is going to be Meon Williams, 978. In fact, that counts week 11, so it's really Donta Foreman. 7 touchdowns for him. Touchdown leader is going to be Jordan Howard, still has 9. Gus Edwards has 9. Leonard Fournette has 9 as well. Receiving, Jake Weineke had 100 already. Amazing. Rookie Nick Nash, 75 catches. He's over 1,000, and he's got 9 touchdowns. One behind Donovan Peoples-Jones, Hunter Bryant, and Alex Wesley. Nick Nash might be on pace for your Rookie of the Year for sure. William Sweet continues to lead the league in pancakes. He's allowed 1 sack. Leo Collins, still a dominator, but not having the big season that he normally does. Max Richardson leads the way with 76 tackles. Your TFL leader, Taco Charlton, Jalen Holmes, Jared Ivey, Sean Dion Hamilton, all with 12. Dylan Moses, Stackhouse, and Aubrey Miller, the second, each with 11. Sack leader, Davin Van, he's got 10. Tigray Scales has got 8. Chase Hansen, Kafusu, got 7. Interception leader is Greedy Williams with 6. Mello Dotson, another Rookie of the Year contender, he's got 5. Justin Lane, Josh Joby, Bradley Roby, and Vince Gray, all with 5 as well. So that's a look at your the standings, the league leaders. I'm going to take you out with some of the story headlines. Good luck to everybody the rest of the way. Hawaii, the number 3 ranked rushing offense, and Josh Kelly's been out for several weeks. Toronto's got some injuries, going to start hurting. Ooh, good luck in week 11. Commish out.